Moving a household is considered one of life's greatest stressors, even if you hire a reputable moving company. But what happens when you engage the wrong one? You may end up like this family, in the ripoff range. Rosemary and Richard Sweeting were getting ready to move across the country, but unlike previous moves, they had to hire their own moving company.
The Army has always moved us, so it was something that we weren't used to, is having to find somebody to do the move for us. So I filled out one of those online quotes trying to find out how much it cost.
Soon enough, the Sweetings were bombarded with phone calls from a horde of different moving companies. When they finally chose a moving company, a representative came out to give a quote.
He quoted us $3,000. And I said, well, does that include packing, unpacking? And he kept saying, if that's what you choose, then that's what we're gonna do.
The problem was, the Sweetings never got any of the paperwork they signed.
They never would give us any invoices, they never gave us receipts. They kept saying, and I have it in the email, they kept saying, yeah, we'll get that to you. That should be coming right over.
One mishap after another, and the Sweetings finally make their move to Atlanta. But the movers were nowhere to be found.
The next day, the dispatcher called, I think he called Rosemary, and he said, well, you're gonna have to pay an additional $1,000 because that's what was on the paperwork. I mean, what am I gonna do? I mean, I want my stuff. It could take 2, 3, 4 weeks before you get your stuff. So they basically were like extorting us, basically.
If you don't give us $1,000, there's nothing that you can do, and we're gonna hold on to it. So either pay up or we keep your stuff.
The Sweetings did end up paying the extra $1,000, which brought their total price tag to more than twice the original estimate. So what do you need to know to avoid a similar problem?
The best thing is to get everything in writing. So if you have it in writing, when you go to law enforcement or to the DOT, you have everything set.
You have a written estimate, you have it in your possession. Should you ever give money in advance before you get your furniture back?
Most companies will do like a 50% good faith. So they'll take 50% and then you give 50% on delivery.
So the Sweetings hired a company that operates from another state. Is that a red flag?
Yes, that is a big red flag because most brokers do estimates for all lower 48 states. And the people that show up aren't the people that you hired.
They're just subcontractors.
Correct, yes.
So how can you avoid the ripoff range? First, hire a local company. That way you can check to see if they have a findable office and if they're truly legit. Second, get all estimates in writing. And if they won't give you paperwork prior to the move, don't let them do the job. Finally, check the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration website and your local state-governed moving site for tips and company ratings. Follow these smart buyer tips and don't get caught in the ripoff range.